wonderful coffee. Meal in itself.
You look so rested, dear.
I slept like a dead man. First time in months. Boys left nice and early, huh?
We were out of the house by 8 o'clock. Biff was very changed this morning, dear. His whole attitude seemed to be hopeful. He could hardly wait to get downtown to see Oliver.
Gee, on the way home tonight, I'd like to buy some seed.
That'd be wonderful, but not enough sun gets back there. Nothing will grow anymore.
Ah, you wait, kid, before we're through. We'll have a place of our own in the country. We'll raise vegetables, chickens, huh?
You going to talk to Howard today, dear?
Yeah, I'll put it to him straight. He'll just have to take me off the road.
Don't forget to ask him for a little advance because we've got the insurance premium. It's the grace period now.
That's $100.
$108.68 because we're a little short again. And there's one more payment on the refrigerator.
But it just broke.
I know, dear, but it's old.
Linda, I told you we should have bought a well-advertised machine. Charlie bought a General Electric. Has had it for 20 years. Is still good, son of a... Who ever heard of a Hastings refrigerator? Once in my life, I'd like to own something outright before it's broken. Always in a race for the junkyard.
All told, about $200 would see us through. But that includes the last payment on the mortgage. After this payment, the house belongs to us.
25 years, huh?
Biff was 9 years old when we bought it.
Well, that's really something, you know. To weather a 25-year mortgage is really...
It's an accomplishment.
Goodbye, I'm late.
I forgot. You're supposed to meet them for dinner. Thanks, Chop House, 48th Street and 6th Avenue.
Wait, what about you?
No, just the three of you. Biff came to me this morning. He said, tell Dad we're going to blow him to a big meal. Be there 6 o'clock.
Linda, that's really something, you know. Oh, I'm going to knock that Howard for a loop. I'll come back with an advance and a New York job. Linda, will you stop mending stockings, at least while I'm in the house? It gets me so nervous. Please? Maybe beets would grow there.
Hello. Oh, Biff. Oh, I'm so glad you called. Yes, I told him. He'll be there 6 o'clock. I didn't forget. Biff, I was just dying to tell you. You remember that little rubber pipe I told you about? Well, I finally decided to go down in the cellar and take it away and destroy it. But it's gone. Imagine, he took it away himself. It isn't there anymore. Oh. Then you took it. No, I was just hoping he'd taken it himself. No, I'm not worried. Because this morning he left in such high spirits, it was like the old days. I'm not afraid anymore. Have a good time with Dad tonight, dear. He may have good news, too. A New York job. Be sweet to him, dear. Be loving. Because he's only a little boat looking for a harbor. Put your arms around him when he comes in the restaurant. Give him a smile. Bye. Goodbye, Biff, dear.
Psst. Howard.
Oh, hello, Willie.
Got a minute?
Come in. Be with you in a minute.
I'd like to have a little talk with you.
Ever see one of these? Wire recorder. Records things. Just got delivery yesterday. I had it home last night. Listen to what I picked up. The first one is my daughter. Get this.
Lifelike, isn't it?
7 years old, Willie. Get that tone.
No, you, Daddy.
Ah, she's crazy for me. That's me.
Oh. You're very good.
Shh. Get this now. This is my son.
The capital of Alabama's Montgomery. The capital of Arizona's Phoenix. The capital of Arkansas
5 years old,
Little
Willie.
Rock. The capital of California is Sacramento.
You'll make an announcement.
capital
You
of
get the
Colorado is
alphabetical
Denver.
order.
Capital.
Oh, the maid. Kick the plug out.
That's a wonderful machine.
I tell you, Willie, this is the most fascinating relaxation I ever found.
Yeah, I think I'll get one myself.
Sure, they're only about 150. Say, aren't you supposed to be in Boston?
That's what I want to see about.
You didn't crank up again, did you?
No.
Oh, gee. You had me worried there for a minute. Well, what's trouble?
Well, Howard, I've come to the decision I'd rather not travel anymore.
Not travel? Well, what'll you do?
Well, you remember Christmas time, you had the party here. You said you'd look for a spot for me here in town.
With us?
Oh, well, sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I couldn't think of anything for you, Willie.
I tell you what, Howard, the kids are all grown up. I don't need much anymore. If I could bring home, well, $65 a week.
Yeah, but Willie, you see, our business here is...
I tell you why, Howard, just between the two of us, speaking frankly, I'm just a little tired.
Oh, I can understand that, Willie, but you're a road man. We do a road business. We've only got half a dozen salesmen on the floor here.
Yeah, well, Howard, I never asked a favor of any man. But I was with a firm when your father used to carry you in here on his arm.
I know that, Willie.
Your father came to me the day you were born, asked me what I thought of the name Howard. May he rest in peace.
I appreciate that, Willie, but there just is no spot here for you. Now, if I had a spot, I'd slam you right in, but I just don't have a single solitary spot.
Howard, all I need to set my table is $50 a week.
Where am I going to put you,
Isn't any
kid?
question of whether I can sell merchandise, is it?
No, but it's a business, kid. And everybody has got to pull his own weight.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you a story.
Because you got to admit, now, business is business.
Business is definitely business. See, but you don't understand this, Howard. Let me tell you. See, when I was 18, 19, I was on the road already. And there was a question in my mind as to whether selling had a future for me, because in those days I wanted to go to Alaska.
You don't say.
Oh, yeah. See, I was almost decided to go when I met a salesman in the Parker House. His name was Dave Singelman. And he was 84 years old. He drummed merchandise in 31 states. And old Dave, he'd go up to his room, you understand, put on his green velvet slippers. I'll never forget. And he'd pick up the phone and he'd call the buyers without ever leaving his room. At the age of 84, he made his living. When I saw that, I realized selling was the greatest career a man could wish for, because what could be more satisfying than to be able to go into 20, 30 cities, pick up the phone, and be remembered and loved and helped by so many different people. You know, when he died, and by the way, he died the death of a salesman with his green velvet slippers on in the smoker of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford going into Boston. When he died, hundreds of salesmen and buyers were to his funeral. Things were sad on a lot of trains for months after that. See what I mean? In those days, there was respect, personality, comradeship, gratitude. See, today, it's all cut and dried. You know what I mean? There's no chance of bringing friendship to bear or personality. They don't know me anymore.
That's just the point, Willie.
If I had $40 a week, that's all I need.
Kid, I can't take blood from a stone.
Howard, the year Al Smith was nominated, your father
Kid, I've got to see some people.
I'm talking about your father. There were promises made in this office. You mustn't tell me you've got people to see. I put 34 years into this firm. Now I can't pay my insurance. You can't eat the orange and throw away the peel. A man isn't a piece of fruit. Now pay attention. In 1928, I remember I had a good year. I averaged $170 a week in commissions.
No, Willie, you never average.
I averaged $170 a week in the year of 1928, and your father came to me. Or rather, it was right here in this office, across his desk. He put his hand on my shoulder.
You'll have to excuse me, Willie. I've got to see some people. Pull yourself together.
Pull myself together. What the hell did I say to him? I yelled at him. How could I? Oh, Frank. Frank, don't you remember what you said to me? Huh? You put your hand on my shoulder and you...
Alabama's Montgomery, the capital of
Howard.
Arizona's Phoenix, the capital of
Howard!
Little Rock, the capital of California is Sacramento.
Now, look, Willie...
I gotta get some coffee. I'll get some coffee. I'll go to Boston.
Willie, you can't go to Boston for us.
Why can't I go?
I don't want you to represent us. I've been meaning to tell you that for a long time now.
How are you firing me?
I think you need a good long rest, Willie.
Yeah, well, but I need the money. I have to earn. I'll go to Boston.
Look,
and I'll put it on.
kid, I'm busy this morning.
Howard, you've got to let me go to Boston.
I've got a line of people to see this morning. Now sit down. Take 5 minutes, pull yourself together, and then go home, Willie. I need the office, Willie. Oh, yeah, whenever you can this week, stop by and drop off the samples. Pull yourself together, kid. There's people outside.
How did you do it, Ben? Hmm? What's the answer? Did you wind up your Alaska deal already?
It doesn't take much time if you know what you're doing.
No, Ben. Nothing's working out. I don't know what to do.
Look here, Willie. I bought some timberland in Alaska, and I need a man to look after things for me.
Timberland? Me and my boys in those grand outdoors. Linda! Linda!
Oh, you're back.
I haven't much time.
No. Linda, he's got a proposition for me in Alaska.
Oh, you're doing well enough, Willie.
Well enough for what, my dear?
Enough to be happy right here, right now.
Yeah, I'm building something with a firm. And if a man is building something, he must be on the right track, mustn't he?
I've got to go.
No, Ben.
I'm telling you, Hammerling, get out of here for now.
Oh, let him carry the shoulder guard.
And look at this boy without a penny to his name. 3 great universities are begging for him, and from there the sky's the limit. Because it's not what you do, Ben, it's whom you know. It's the smile on your face. It's contacts, Ben. Contacts.
Goodbye, William.
No, Ben. Am I right? Tell me, am I right? I value your advice.
There's a new continent at your doorstep, William. You could walk out rich. Rich.
We'll do it here. You hear me, Ben? We're gonna do it here.
It's 1:30.
All right, everybody. Evansfield, next stop. Hey, you're coming back today, captain of the All-Scholastic Championship team of the city of New York.
Got it, Pop. Remember, when I take off my helmet, that touchdown's for you.
Hey, what's going on?
He's playing in Evansfield.
Baseball in this weather? Knock a homer, Biff! Knock a homer!
This is the most important day of his life.
Willie, when are you gonna grow up?
After this game, you'll be laughing out of the other side of your mouth. They'll be calling him another Red Grange, $25,000 a year.
Who's Red Grange?
Oh, put up your hand. Come on up, put up your hands. What the hell, you think better than anybody else? You don't know everything, you big, stupid ignoramus. Put up your hand. I know you. Where are you going? What are you walking away from? I know you laugh at me behind my back. Well, you'll be laughing out of the other side of your face before I'm through with you. Touchdown! Come on with this game. Touchdown! Hiya, Jenny. Are you working or are you still honest?
Fine. How are you feeling?
Well, not much anymore, huh?
Hello, Uncle Willie.
Bernard! Well, what do you know?
How are you? Good to see you.
Oh, what are you doing here?
Oh, just stop by to see Pop, get off my feet till my train leaves. I'm going to Washington in a few minutes. Come in. Sit down.
Well, is he in?
He's in the office with his account.
Huh?
Sit down, Willie.
Yeah. What are you going to do in Washington?
Oh, it's just a case I've got there.
Is that so? What, are you going to play tennis there?
I'm staying with a friend who's got a court.
You don't say. Own private tennis court must be fine people over here.
They are. Very nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Dad tells me Biff's in town.
Oh, yeah, Biff's in town. He's working on a big deal.
Really? I'm very glad to hear that.
Yeah, you know Bill Oliver, big sporting goods man. He wants Biff very bad. You know, he brought him in from the West. Long distance, special delivery, carte blanche, you know. Your friends have their own private tennis court, eh?
Are you still with the old firm, Willie?
I'm overjoyed to see how you made the grade, Bernard. Overjoyed. You know, it's an encouraging thing to see. Yeah. Biff is doing very big. Bernard.
What is it, Willie?
What's the secret?
What secret?
How did you... Why didn't he ever catch on?
I wouldn't know that, Willie.
You were his friend, his boyhood friend. One thing I don't understand is life ended after that Ebbets Field game. On the age of 17, nothing good ever happened to him.
Willie, do you want to talk candidly?
Bernard, I regard you as a very brilliant man. I value your advice.
Willie, there's just one thing I've always wanted to ask you. When he was supposed to graduate and the math teacher flunked him...
Well, that man ruined his life.
Yeah. But Willie, all he had to do was go to summer school and make up the subject. Why wouldn't he go?
Why, that question's been trailing me like a ghost. For the last 15 years, he flunked the subject, lay down, and died like a hammer hit him.
Willie, I remember it was June, and our grades came out, and he flunked math, but he was ready to enroll in summer school. But then, Willie, he disappeared from the block for almost a month. And I got the feeling that he'd gone up to New England to see you. Did he have a talk with you then? Willie?
Yeah, he came up to Boston. Yeah, what about it?
Well, just that when he came back, I'll never forget this. It always mystifies me because I thought so well of Biff, even though he'd always taken advantage of me. I loved him, Willie, you know? And he came back after that month, and he took his sneakers. Do you remember those sneakers with the University of Virginia printed on them? He was so proud of them. Wore them every day. And he took them down in the cellar. And he burned them up in the furnace. What happened in Boston, Willie?
Nothing. What do you mean, what happened?
Now, Willie, don't get sore.
You blame me? If a boy lays down, is that my fault?
Now, Willie.
Well, what kind of talk is that? What does it mean, what happened?
Hey, you're gonna miss that train.
Yeah, I'm going.
Here you are, Bernard.
Thanks, Pop. Goodbye, Willie.
Goodbye, boy.
How do you like this kid, huh? He's gonna argue a case in front of the Supreme Court.
Pop.
The Supreme Court?
Look, I've got to go.
Well,
Goodbye, Dad.
bye. Knock 'em dead, Bernard! Huh?
Supreme Court? He didn't even mention it.
He don't have to. He's going to do it.
You never told him what to do, did you, Charlie? You never took an interest in him.
My salvation is that I never took any interest in anything. Now, here's some money, $50. Well, I got an accountant in here.
Charlie,
and
I have to pay my insurance. I'll need $110. I'd draw it out of the bank, but then Linda would know.
Sit down, will you, Willie?
I'm keeping strict accounts.
Just
Charlie.
sit down.
You'll get every penny back.
Willie, what are you doing? What the hell is going on in your head? Now, I offered you a job. You can make $50 a week, and I won't send you on the road.
I've got a job.
Without pay? Why don't you want to work for me? I'm offering you a job.
I don't want your damn...
When the hell are you going to grow up?
Listen, you say that to me again, and I'll wrap you one...
How much do you need?
I'm
Willie?
strapped, Charlie. I'm strapped. I was just fired.
Howard fired you?
That's not known. Imagine that. I named him. I named him Howard.
Willie, when are you going to realize that them things don't mean anything? All you got in this world is what you can sell. Funny thing is, you're a salesman and you don't know that.
Well, I always felt otherwise, I guess. I always felt if a man was impressive and well-liked...
Well, why should everybody like you? Who liked J.P. Morgan? Was he impressive? In a Turkish bath, he'd look like a butcher. But with his pockets on, he was very well-liked. Now, look, Willie, I know you don't like me, and and nobody can say that I'm in love with you either. No, but, I'll give you a job just for the hell of it. Let's put it that way. What do you say?
I just can't work for you, Charlie.
What's the matter? You jealous of me?
I can't work for you. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, you have been jealous of me all of your life. Damn fool. Here. Pay your insurance.
I'm keeping strict accounts, Charlie. It's funny, after all the highways and the trains and the appointments and the years, you end up being worth more dead than alive.
Willie, nobody's worth nothing dead. You hear what I said? Willie.
Oh, and apologize to Bernard for me. I'm sorry I argue with him. He's a fine boy. They're all fine boys. They'll end up big, all of them. Someday they'll all play tennis together. Wish me luck, Charlie. He saw Bill Oliver today.
Good luck.
Charlie, you're the only friend I've got. Isn't that a remarkable thing?
Yeah. A lot of people, they don't like it private, but I know you. You ain't from Hackensack.
Oh, hey, this is better, Stan. Hey, Stanley, you got a couple of nice lobsters?
Don't worry, I don't give you no mice. 100% big. How about some wine? It'll top off.
No. You remember that recipe I brought you back from overseas? With the champagne in it?
What'd you do, hit a number or something?
Nah, it's just a little celebration, my brothers. Well, I think my brother pulled off a big deal today. I think we're going into business together.
Oh, now that's great. Because, family business, you know what I mean? That's the best. What's the difference? Somebody steals. It's in the family, you know what I mean?
Shh. Strudel's coming.
Oh, no, there ain't no. How did you know?
I got radar or something. Oh, Stan.
I think that's for you, Mr. Loman. Hey, would you like a menu, ma'am?
Why don't you bring her? Excuse me, miss. Do you mind? I sell champagne. I'd like you to try my brand. Stanley, bring her champagne. Yes.
That's a charming product to be selling, isn't it?
It gets to be like everything else, you know, selling. You don't happen to sell, do you?
No, I don't sell.
Hey, Biffo!
Hello, kid. Sorry I'm late.
It's all right. I just got... Miss...
Forsythe.
Miss Forsythe. This is my brother. Maybe you've heard of him. Biff. A great football player.
Really? What team?
Are you familiar with football?
I'm afraid not.
Well, Biff is quarterback for the New York Giants.
Well, I'm very happy to meet
That's
you.
my name, Hap. It's really Harold, but at West Point they call me Hap.
Isn't Dad
Honey, you
coming?
busy?
Well, I am, but I could make a phone call.
Well, why don't you do that, honey, and see if you can get a friend.
I'll try.
Don't try, honey. Try hard. Isn't that a shame now? A beautiful girl like that. That's why I can't get married. There's not a good woman in 1,000. Well, New York's loaded with them, kid.
Cut it out, will you? I want to say something to you.
Hey, did you see Oliver?
I saw him all right. Now look. I want to tell Dad a couple things, and I want you to help me.
What, is he gonna back you?
Are you crazy? You're out of your head, you know that?
What happened?
Hap, I did a terrible thing today. It's been the strangest day I've ever been through. I'm all numb, I swear.
You mean he wouldn't see you?
Well, I waited 6 hours for him, see? All day, kept sending my name in. He even tried to date his secretary so she'd get me to him, but no so.
But that's because you're not showing the old confidence, Biff. He remembered you, didn't he?
Finally, about 5 o'clock, he comes out. He didn't remember me or anything. I felt like such an idiot.
Did you tell him my Florida
He
idea?
walked away. I saw him for 1 minute. How the hell did I ever get the idea that I was a salesman there? I even believe myself I've been a salesman for him. We've been talking in a dream for 15 years. I was a shipping clerk.
Well, what did you do?
Well, he left, see, and his secretary went out. I was all alone in the waiting room. Well, I don't know what came over me. Half the next thing I know, I'm in his office. Panel walls, everything. I can't explain it. I took his fountain pen.
Did he catch you?
Well, I ran out. I ran down all 11 flights. I ran.
That was an awful... What did you do that for?
I don't know. I just I wanted to take something. I don't know. Hap, you gotta help me. I'm gonna tell Dad.
Are you crazy? What for?
Well, he's gotta understand that I'm not the man somebody lends that kind of money to. He thinks I've been spiting him all these years, and it's eating him up.
Well, that's just it. You tell him something nice.
I can't.
Well, tell him you got a lunch date with Oliver tomorrow.
So what happens tomorrow?
Well, you leave the house tomorrow, you come back at night, and you say Oliver's thinking it over. He thinks it over for a couple of weeks. Gradually, it fades away, and nobody's the worst.
But it'll go on forever.
Look, Dad is never so happy as when he's looking forward to something. Hey! Hello, Scout!
I've been here for years.
Hey, sit down, Pop. You want a drink? Huh? Let's get a load on.
I don't mind. You look worried.
No. Scotch is all around, make it double.
You had a couple of drinks already, huh?
Just a couple, yeah.
Yeah? What happened? Everything go all right?
Pal, I had an experience.
Terrific, Bob!
That's so? What happened?
I'm gonna tell you everything from first to last. It's been a strange day. I had to wait quite a while for him, see.
Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver, and all day, as a matter of cold fact, and a lot of instances, facts, Pop, facts about my life came back to me. Who was it, Pop? Who ever said that I was a salesman with Oliver?
Well, you were. You...
No, Pop, I was a shipping clerk.
Well, you were practically a
No,
salesman.
let's keep this down to the facts tonight. We're not going to get anywhere bullying around. I was a shipping clerk.
All right, well, now you listen to me.
Why don't you let me
Now,
finish?
I'm not interested in any stories about the past or any crud of that kind because the woods are burning, boys. There's a big blaze going on all around. I was fired today.
How could you be?
I was fired. I'm looking for a little good news to tell your mother, because the woman has waited, the woman has suffered. The gist of it is I don't have the story left in my head, so don't give me any stories about facts or aspects. I'm not interested.
Pardon me, please, Scotch.
Yeah. Oh, what happened? Did you see Oliver?
I did. I saw him.
Huh?
How could they fire you?
What kind of a welcome did he
He
give?
won't even let you work in commission?
I'm out. Did he give you a warm welcome?
Sure, Pop, sure.
I was wondering if he'd remember you. See, a man doesn't seem for What, 10, 12 years? See the kind of welcome he gives.
Damn right.
You know why I remembered you? Because you impressed him in those days.
Hey, let's talk quietly and get this down to the
What
facts, huh?
kind of a greeting did he? Bet he
Well,
put his arm around you, huh?
Yeah, he kind of.
He's a fine man. He's a very hard man to see.
Told him my Florida idea, Pop.
Oh, how did he react to the Florida?
Dad, will you give me a minute to explain?
I've been waiting for you to explain since I sat down. What was his answer?
His answer. Dad, you're not letting me tell you what I want to tell you.
You didn't see him?
I did. I saw him.
What'd you insult him or something? You insulted him.
Listen, will you let me out of it? Will you just let me
What
out
the
of it?
hell are you telling me what
I
happened?
can't talk to him.
Mrs. Lohman! Mrs. Lohman!
You had to go and flunk math.
Math? What math? What are you talking about?
Math.
Now look. I'm gonna tell you what happened, see, and you're gonna listen to me. I waited 6 hours for this.
Biff flunked math. They won't graduate him.
No, but they have to. He's got to go to the university. Where is he, Biff?
He
Biff!
went to Grand Central.
Grand Central? They must have gone to Boston. Or maybe Willie can talk to his teacher. Oh, that poor boy.
So I'm washed up with Oliver. You understand?
Yeah, don't blame me. I didn't flunk math. You did. What pen?
Oh, Biff, that was awful dumb. A pen like that's...
You took Oliver's pen?
Dad, I just explained it to you.
You stole Bill Oliver's fountain
Dad,
pen?
I never intended to do it.
Standish Arms, good evening.
I'm not in my room.
Dad, what's the matter?
Ringing Mr. Lohman for you.
I'm not there. Stop it!
I'll make good, Dad. I'll make good.
You're no good. You're no good for anything.
Mr. Lohman does not answer. Shall I page him?
No!
You strike something,
No!
Pop. Pop,
No!
listen to me. I'm telling you something good. Oliver spoke to his partner about the flower idea. You listening? No, it's going to be all right, you hear me?
Then you got it?
He's going to be terrific, Pop.
Then you got it.
No. You
Yeah,
see,
you got it.
no, I'm supposed to have lunch with him tomorrow, Pop, but I can't go tomorrow.
Why
see?
not?
But the pen,
You
Pop.
tell him it was an
No, I
oversight.
can't say that.
You were doing a crossword puzzle and you took it.
Look, kid,
Why?
those balls. I stole those balls years ago. Now I walk in with this fountain pen. That clinches it, don't you see? I'll try elsewhere.
Listen, you're going to keep that luncheon tomorrow. You
I
hear?
can't. I got no
Why
appointment.
not? You spiting me?
Hey,
Spiting me?
I'm no good. Can't you understand? Cut it out, both of you. Hey,
Someone's at the door, Willie.
Letta may not be able to stay too long.
I gotta get up very early tomorrow. I got jury duty.
This is my father.
Oh, isn't he
Come on,
cute?
let's sit down.
Willie, are you going to answer the door?
Hey, where you going?
Huh? Where's the door?
The door?
The washroom. Where's the
Oh,
door?
just go straight down.
I think it's sweet you bring your daddy along.
Well, what's on the program, girls? Where would you like to go, huh?
Can we?
Willie, aren't you ever gonna get up?
Why don't you do something for him? Me? Don't you care about him, huh? Look what I found in the cellar. How can you bear to let this go on? You could help him, Hap. I can't. He's trying to kill himself. Don't you know that?
I know it, me.
Hap, help him. Help me. I can't bear to look at his face. Hey, he'll be all right.
Don't answer it. Don't answer it.
Oh. Come on, let's catch up to Biff.
Well, don't you want to tell your father where you're going?
Oh, no, that's not my father. He's just some guy. Come on.
Oh, will you stop laughing? Will you stop laughing?
Oh, you know you ruined me, Willie.
Huh?
From now on, whenever you come into the office, I'm going to see that you go straight through to the buyers. No standing anymore at my desk, Willie. You ruined me.
Well, it's nice of you to say that.
Oh, come on, drummer boy. No need dressing in the middle of the night.
Oh.
Shh. Aren't you going to answer the door, Willie? Maybe the hotel's on fire.
Shh. It's a mistake. Don't.
It's getting on my nerves. There's somebody standing out there. It's getting on my nerves.
Go into the bathroom. Shh. Shh. And don't come out. Yeah? I think there's a law in Massachusetts, so don't come out. It's a mistake. There's no fire. What? Yeah. What are you doing in Boston?
Why didn't you answer?
Well, I didn't hear. I was in the bath. The door was shut. Did anything happen at home?
Dad, I let you down.
What? Come on, boy. I'll get you a mortgage.
Pop, I flunked math. I haven't enough credits to graduate.
Bernard wouldn't give you the answers?
He did. He tried. I only got a 61.
And they wouldn't give you 4 points?
Birnbaum refused. Absolutely. I begged him, Pop. You got to talk to him. The class came right before practice, see, and I didn't go enough. Would you talk to him, Pop? He'd like you. You know, the way you could talk to him. Huh?
Oh, go on. We'll drive right back. You're on. Tell him I'm checking out, will you?
Yes, sir. Hey, see, the reason he hates me, one day he was late for class, and I got up in front of the blackboard and I imitated him. I crossed my eyes and I talked with a lisp.
No.
The square root of 63. And in the middle of it, he walks in.
You mean? Come on downstairs.
Is somebody in there?
No, it's next door.
Has somebody got in your bath?
Next.
Can I come in? There's something in the bathtub, Willie, and it's moving.
Well, yeah, you go back now. They must be through painting your room by now. They were painting her room, so I let her take her shower. Here. You're through painting. You can. This is Miss Francis, if she's a buyer. You can go back, Miss
But
Francis.
my clothes, I can't go naked into the hall.
Come on, get out of here.
Ah, you promised me stockings, Willie.
I don't have any stockings.
You had 2 boxes of size 9s for me, and I want them. Just hope there's no one out in the hall, that's all I hope. Are you football or baseball?
Football.
That's me, too. Good night.
Well, we better get started. Gonna get to school first thing in the morning. She's a buyer. She buys for J.H. Simmons, lives down the hall. See, they were painting. You don't imagine. Biff, she's a buyer. She sees merchandise in her room. They have to keep it looking just. Come on, Biff. Get my suits. Stop crying, Biff. Will you? Come on, I gave you an order, Biff. Is that what you're doing? I give you an order, Biff? How dare you! Come on, when you grow up, you'll understand about these things. You mustn't overemphasize a thing like this, Biff. Come on, now I've got to see Birnbaum. I got those points. I'll see to it.
He wouldn't listen to you.
Oh, he certainly will listen to me. Listen, if he won't fix the mark, you can go to summer school.
What the heck?
My boy, she's nothing to me. I was lonely. I was terribly lonely, boy.
You gave him on a stocking.
Oh, come on. I gave
Don't
him
touch me, you liar!
I apologize for
You
that.
fake! You phony little fake!
Come back here! Or I'll whip you, Biff! I gave you an order! Biff, I gave you an order! I gave you an order, Biff! Biff, come back here!
Pick it up, huh? Pick it up, Mr. Loman.
What?
The boys left with the chippies. They said they'd see you home.
We're supposed to have dinner together.
Can you make it, Mr. Loman?
Yeah, I can make it. I look all right?
Oh, sure, you look all right. Oh, no.
There's a seed store in the neighborhood.
Seeds? You mean like to plant?
Carrots, peas.
Well, there's some hardware stores on 6th Avenue, but I don't think they're open now.
Gotta hurry. I gotta get some seed. And nothing's planted. See? I don't have a thing in the ground. Nothing.
Hey, what are you doing up? Where's Dad? Asleep?
Where were you?
Oh, well, we met a couple of girls, Mom. Very fine types. Here, we brought you some flowers.
Don't you care whether he lives or dies?
Nobody's dying around here, pal.
Get out of my sight. Get out of here.
I want to see the boss, Mom.
You're not going near him.
Where is he?
You invite him for dinner. He looks forward to it all day, and then you desert him there. There's no stranger you'd do that to.
Why, he had a swell time with us. Listen, when I desert him, I hope I don't outlive the day.
Get out of here. Get out of here, both of you. And don't come back. I won't have you tormenting him anymore. Go on, get your things together. You can sleep in his apartment. Pick up your stuff. I'm not your maid anymore. Pick it up, you bum, you! You're a pair of animals. Not one, not another living soul would have had the cruelty to walk out on that man in a restaurant. He was so humiliated he nearly limped when he came in.
Mom, he had a great time with us.
Shut up.
You didn't even go in to see if he was all right.
No, didn't do a damn thing. How do you like that? Just left him babbling in a toilet.
You louse, you.
Now you hit it on the nose. Scum of the earth, and you're looking at it.
Get out of here.
I gotta see the boss, Mom.
Please! Leave him alone.
What's he doing out there?
He's planting the garden.
Now? Oh, my God.
Carrots, 3 inches apart. Rows, 1 foot rows. 1 foot. Carrots. 1 foot. Beets. What a proposition. It's terrific. Terrific, because she suffered. The woman has suffered. Man can't go out the way he came in. Man's got to add up to something. See? Now, I want you to consider. Remember, it's a guaranteed $20,000 proposition.
But you don't want to make a fool of yourself. They might not honor the policy.
Wow. How can they dare refuse? Didn't I work like a coolie? Meet all those premiums on a nose, and now they don't pay off? Impossible.
That's a point. And 20,000. There is something you can feel with the hand. It is there.
Yeah. That's the whole beauty of it, Ben. See? I see it shining like a diamond in the dark, hard and rough, as you can pick up, feel with your hand. See? Not like an appointment. And it changes all the aspects. Because he thinks I'm nothing, and so he spites me. But at the funeral, that funeral, it'll be massive, Ben. He'll come from Maine, Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. All the old-timers with a strange license plate. Oh, well, that boy will be thunderstruck. He doesn't realize I'm known. And he'll see it with his own eyes once and for all.
He'll call you a coward. He'll hate you, William.
Oh, no, Ben, that would be terrible. Ben, how do you get back to all those great times, Ben? Always some kind of good news coming up. Always something nice coming up again. Never even let me carry the valises into the house. Always simonizing a little red car. And why can't I give him something and not have him hate me?
But you've got to be sure you're not making a fool of yourself.
Now, the hell of those seeds. No, go away. Don't bother me. I'm busy.
I'm saying goodbye to you, Pop. I'm not coming back anymore.
You're not going to see Oliver tomorrow, huh? He put his hand around your
Pop,
shoulder
get
and you...
this now, will you? Every time I've left, there's been a fight that sent me out of here. The hell with whose fault it is or anything like that. Let's just wrap it up, huh? Come on inside. What's up, man?
No, I don't want to see her.
Well, you don't want him calling you yellow, do you? This is not your fault. It's me. I'm a bum. Hey, come on inside.
No.
Did you plan it, dear?
All right, we had it out. I'm leaving. I'm not writing anymore.
I think that's the best way, Willie. There's no use drawing it out. You'll just never get along.
You gonna wish me luck, Scout? What do you say?
Shake his hand, Willie.
There's no necessity to mention the pen at all.
Dad, I got no appointment tomorrow.
Spite, see?
Shake hands, will you, Dad?
Not my hand. May you rot in hell if you leave this house.
Exactly what is it that you want from me?
I want you to know that on the trains, in the mountains, in the valleys, wherever you go, that you cut down your life for spite. Spite is the word of your undoing. And when you're down and out, I want you to remember. When you're riding somewhere by the railroad track, I want you to remember, and don't you blame it on me. I'm not taking the rap for this.
That's just what I'm telling you.
You're trying to put a knife in me. Don't think I don't know what you're doing.
All right, phony. Let's lay it on the line.
I just leave it there. Don't move it.
What's that? I never saw that.
Now, what's this supposed to do? Make a hero out of you? This supposed to make me sorry for you? There'll be no pity for you. You hear it? There'll be no pity.
You hear the spite?
No, you're going to hear the truth. What you are and what I am.
Stop
Will you
it!
cut it out
The
now?
man
don't know who we are. The man is going to know.
Now, hear this, Willie. This is me.
I know you.
You know why I had no address for 3 months? I stole a suit in Kansas City and I was in jail.
Oh, stop crying. I'm through with it.
I stole my way out of every good job since high school. I never got anywhere because you blew me so full of hot air I could never stand taking orders from anybody. I had to be boss big shot in 2 weeks.
Now then hang yourself for spite. Hang yourself.
No, nobody's hanging himself, Willie. I ran down 11 flights upstairs with a pen in my hand today, Willie, and suddenly I stopped. I stopped in the middle of that office building, and I looked at the pen, and I said to myself, what the hell am I grabbing this for? Why am I trying to be something that I don't want to be when all I want is out there waiting for me? The minute I say I know who I am, now why can't I say that, Willie?
The door of your life is wide open.
Pop, I'm a dime a dozen, and so are you.
I'm not a dime a dozen. I'm Willie Loman, and you're Biff Loman.
Pop, I'm not a leader of men, and neither are you. You were never anything but a hard-working drummer who landed in the ash can like all the rest of them. I'm $1 an hour, Willie. I tried 7 states and couldn't raise it. $1 an hour. Do you gather my meaning?
Vengeful, spiteful.
I'm nothing, Pop. I'm nothing. Can't you understand that? There's no spite in it anymore. I'm just what I am, that's all.
Huh? What's the matter? Why is he crying? What?
Will you let me go? Will you take that phony dream and burn it before something happens? I'll go in the morning. Put him to bed.
Is that remarkable? He likes me.
He loves you, Will.
Always did, Pop.
Biff, that boy's gonna be magnificent.
Outstanding, with 20,000 behind him.
Come to bed, dear. It's all settled now.
The jungle is dark, but full of diamonds, Willie.
Bob, I'm gonna get married.
One must go in to fetch a diamond out.
I just want to let you know.
Come, dear.
Here, let me sit alone for a while. You go ahead there. Everything's gonna be... Go on, dear. You look so tired. Huh?
I want you in bed.
2 minutes. Loves me. Always loved me. Then he'll worship me for this.
Yes, it takes a great kind of a man to crack the jungle.
Can you imagine that magnificence with $20,000 in his pocket? Huh?
Willie, come to bed.
And when the mail comes, he'll be ahead of Bernard again. Did you see how he cried to me, man? Oh, I could just kiss him.
Time, William, time. We'll be late.
Willie?
Now, when you kick off, boy, I want a 70-yard boot. I want you right down the field, under the ball. And when you hit low and hit hard, because it's important. The stands are full of important people. And the first thing you know, Ben, where do I? Ben! How do I?
Where are you coming in? Willie, answer me, Willie!
Pop!
It's getting dark, Linda.
How about it, Mom? They'll be closing the gates soon. He had no right to do that. There's no necessity for it. We would have helped him. Come along, Mom.
Why didn't anybody come?
It was a very nice funeral.
Where were all the people he knew? Maybe they blame him.
No. It's a rough world, Linda. They wouldn't blame him.
I can't understand it. Especially at this time. First time in 35 years, we were just about free and clear. He only needed a little salary.
No man only needs a little salary.
I can't understand it.
There were lots of nice days when he'd come home from a trip. On Sundays, making the stoop. Finishing the cellar. Putting on the new front porch. You know something, Charlie? There was more of him in that front stoop than in all the sales he ever made.
He was so wonderful with his hands.
He had the wrong dreams. All wrong.
Don't say that.
He never knew who he was.
Nobody dares blame this man. You don't understand. Willie was a salesman. And for a salesman, there is no rock bottom to the life. He don't put a nut to a bolt. He don't tell you the law or give you medicine. He's a man way out there in the blue, riding on a smile and a shoe shine. And when they start not smiling back, that's an earthquake. Then you get yourself a couple of spots on your hat and you're finished. No, nobody dares blame this man. A salesman is got to dream, boy. It comes with the territory.
Charlie. The man didn't know who he was.
Don't say that.
Why don't you come with me, Hap?
I'm not licked that easily. I'm gonna stay right in this city and beat this racket. Loman Brothers.
I know who I am, kid.
All right, boy, I'm gonna show you and everybody else that Willie Loman did not die in vain. He had a good dream. The only one you have to come out #1 man. He fought it out here, and this is where I'm gonna win it for him.
Let's go, Mom.
I'll be with you in a minute. Go on, Charlie. I want to, just for a minute. I never had a chance to say goodbye. Forgive me, Willie. I can't cry. I don't know what it is, but I can't cry. Why did you ever do that? It just seems to me that you're away on another trip. I keep expecting you. Why did you do it? I can't cry, Willie. I search and I search and I search. And I can't understand it. I made the last payment on the house today. Today, dear. And there'll be nobody home. We're free and clear. We're free. We're free.